G'day everyone. Got my coffee in my little Jamaica mug that I got in Jamaica. Starbucks, of course. So, Sonia Bernard, Linked by Ink, independent demonstrator here. And today is Tuesday, January 10th. January 10th already. A third of the way through the month. Can you believe it? It is just flying by. Flying by. And of course right now we have Celebration going. And we have the new mini catalog going. If you want one, if you don't have one, let me know. I'll just charge you shipping. You'll get the catalogs for free, but you just got to cover the shipping costs because that gets expensive. Okay, and of course our join special right now. This little cute guy for free. It is the Boho Blue Mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, and I tell you what, I love mine. Love it. I actually think it works better than our original. I've got no issues feeding the dyes through. It just goes through like butter. And it's a $63 value. You can get it absolutely free when you join today. Let me know if you'd like to join my team. Love to have you. You don't have to like do classes. You don't have to do videos if you don't want. You can just join and save and join my team and have some fun with people who love to craft and share their love of crafting. So today I was scouring the internet for a new technique to try. Obviously I want to always try to find something that I haven't really seen before. And sometimes we just got to bring back stuff from olden days, but I don't know, I've had a lot of coffee. Okay, so this is called the Core in Crystal is what I found it. Now, there's only a couple of videos out there showing this technique, and I think it's because you need an ink-based alcohol, ink-based alcohol, so dyslexic, alcohol-based ink. We don't have alcohol-based inks, but by the power of science and combining, we can get alcohol-based inks. Just add alcohol to our water base. Not a problem. So that's what I did because I couldn't find anyone who was doing this with Stampin' Up products. And so this is the background. Should I just show you or should we just go? I'm going to surprise you at the end. We're going to go a little different today. So I am going to surprise you with what I've created at the end of the video rather than the beginning. Pure wax is what I've come up with. Now you can do this technique with crystal, what's that called? Oh, Crystal Effects. Now we don't sell that anymore. I could have gone and got some Crystal Effects, but I didn't. I tried this one, floor wax, because I wanted to. So that's what we're doing. Well, that's what I'm doing. I want to see what you come up with. I really did drink a lot of coffee today. Okay, so the other thing that we're using that we do sell with our Stampin' Up is our window sheets. And if you want the item number real quick, it's 114323. 114323. You get two 12 by 12 sheets in here. And you actually do get this tissue paper in there as well, which you can actually use with this technique. So that's pretty handy. Okay, you can also use that when, you know, gift giving. Don't waste it. I'm going to turn us down and we're going to get started and I'm going to show you what we did. Okay. Okay. Just give me a second to catch up so I can see when my camera has landed. And then we will get started. Now, this is messy. I'm going to tell you now, it's a little bit messy. Let me just give me a few minutes to just try to adjust this so I can get the optimum space so I could show you. I know I really need... See, I don't turn the camera at the same place every time, so obviously we don't know where it's going to land. So what I have here, you're definitely going to want some paper to put down. This is going to get very messy. I made the mistake of drying this on here and then it got stuck. So maybe I'm going to try some parchment paper today to dry it, or maybe if you have a silicone mat, you could use that. I just was not thinking yesterday. Oh well. Okay, so what we've got is our re-inkers, and I have already made up a couple of them. We've got, I haven't mixed them yet, Crushed Curry. I've got Mossy Meadow, Fresh Freesia, and then I saved the Starry Sky to show you what I did. So depending on how much color you want, with the Fresh Freesia, if you only put 3 drops, it doesn't come out very colorful. So I did put like 6 drops with that. And then with the Night and Navy, since it's a naturally nice dark color, 1, 2, 3 little drops. Just use any little plastic containers that you have that you don't want. They did wash out clean, so that was a bonus. These are actually from little brie cheeses because I love brie cheese. So I just have a teaspoon, and this is alcohol 70%. I guess it works. If you want to try a higher percentage, go for it. And we're just going to put, oh, we're making a mess. Don't worry about it. Life is messy. We'll clean it up later. Okay, so I just put an approximate teaspoon of this alcohol in here. And look, we've got alcohol inks. Now, something to remember, I did use my water, my aqua painters here. And look, you can already see I actually have water in them. Not that I'm using the water part, but you can see that they are now colored because I used alcohol in the ink. So it did stain them, but like if you were to, well, I washed that and it's still not coming out. So you are going to have to give it a really good wash afterwards, okay, to get any of that out. But if you have just some old paint brushes that you want to use, just use those. I've got this old one. This is the one I am using for my my wax because it's really brittle and hard. I mean, this is floor wax going on here. So this one is for the floor wax. This one, they're fine. It's just, they've got some color. Well, I think mainly it's just that blue one. So apparently I just didn't wash that enough. Okay, and I just washed it with water. Probably could have washed it with soap. So we've got another little tub. And then I just got my pure wax and poured some in here. Wait, give it a shake first, probably. Oh, I've got the stopper in here. Ugh. I did put the stopper back because I didn't want this spilling anywhere. I've got a kitten now and she likes to run and play in here. I have to put her up obviously when I'm doing this because can you imagine? She would spill this everywhere. So we're going to put this in here. And I suggest if you're going to do this, do a whole bunch at once because it's a lot of setting up and prepping and making a mess. And, you know, you don't want to be pulling this back out. You could just do it all at once. You could think of all the different color combinations you could do with this. This is just so many. So I know you still don't really know. Well, if you've seen, I'm probably going to take a picture and put the picture up as the thumbnail. Oh, whatever they call it. So we're just going to dip that, you know, on YouTube, the little banner that shows up for the video. I think it's called a thumbnail. Okay, so we're just dipping it on. And you can, if you wanted to get crazy, you could pour it on, but I don't want it running everywhere. I'm just trying to cover it. Now, you will see sometimes it doesn't stick everywhere, and that's fine because I think that actually adds to the effect that we're going to get. And you're going to get 2 different effects depending on what we cover it up with. We can use, I saw both. I saw tissue paper being used, and I saw a paper towel being used. And I did one of each, and I think I actually prefer the tissue paper. And it's personal preference. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it's just got a good coverage on it like that. And that's all you're going to need for now. Don't put it back in the bottle yet because we might need some more in a minute. We'll just move this over to the side. Oh, shoot. I almost spilt it right then. Okay, so you can really start out with whatever color you want. Just give it a little stir. Again, I'm not using the water in here. I just did not take the water out, so just ignore that. And I'm basically like using my brush as a kind of like a scoop to get drops because I did see this and they were like with these little alcohol inks that had little droppers on them, And if you have a little eyedropper, you could use that. And here's the fun part about this. You can actually just add as you go. So we've got our yellow and our fresh freesia. So just stir that up a little bit. See how you put it in and it kind of like just spreads out? I love it. It's a lot of fun. You can also do a flick. Oh, don't be shy now if you want to do that. That looks like an egg yolk. Okay. So if you want it a little darker, if you're like, well, I like that here, I want it darker, just add some more ink on top of it. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Like, oh, I want a little bit extra there, right? I do like it so it's kind of got a little bit of more color to it. Because this is going to be a background to a card. Now, you could do this to a whole scrapbook page and have it as, you know, you could do the 12 by 12 section and have it as a background. I think that would look really fun if you're into scrapbooking. And then we're going to put the blue. The blue's nice and dark. Love it. This is Night of Navy. And again, it's very messy. And as you see, when you put it, it doesn't really stay. It just keeps moving, and it's moving this ink around as well. I love this. It's so much fun. I can't believe I've never done this before. So there we go. And then you see how much ink you're gonna have left over, and that's just from 1 teaspoonful. So there is a lot. Now, the darker you go, oh, you know what would be great is like a galaxy. If you're doing like some deep purples and blues, and make it like a galaxy. So we're gonna put a little bit on the corners too. So I don't want as much green, just because this is just my personal preference. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you do. And I really like purple and blue, so I'm just going to add a little more purple. So you might use more of one. And I could always make this stronger too. Now, you don't have to worry about those patches. You see here, you've got some white spots and everything. Don't worry about that, because here comes the fun part. Okay. I think this whole thing is just pretty fun to do. The one thing is you can dry this overnight, which is what I did, or you can also use a heat gun, because I did a small section, a test section when I very first tried this, and I did use a heat gun, and it actually worked. So if you don't want to wait, go ahead and use a heat gun. So we're going to get your tissue and we're going to scrunch it up. Well, I was doing that totally off camera. Okay, so we scrunch up our tissue paper. And then, oh, by the way, when you cut this, cut it a little bigger than what you need the card. I would cut it at least a ½ inch bigger on either side, because I'll show you in a minute, but when you go to trim it, when it dries, you're going to want to trim the edges a little bit. So, right over top of this goes our paper, and don't use your fingers, because then you're just going to get wax and ink over everything. You're going to squish it gently, put it down, and you're going to want that ink and floor wax. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, I may have totally ruined this, but I forgot a bit. Dang it, Jim. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Uh-oh. Okay. Totally forgot. I want to add some sparkle to this bad boy. So I think we can bring it back to life. This is a great learning curve here, because I didn't do that. I got a little carried away. So let's just try to bring this back to life. This is you're learning with me. We're learning as we go. See what happens if you put it down and then go, no, wait, I want to add my bling, because it don't mean a thing unless it's got that bling. Okay, let me grab the bling. I'm making a mess over here. You don't even want to see that. Wait a second. Where did I put my bling? Uh-oh. Oh, dear. You know, I thought I had everything ready for you guys, and I am having oh my goodness, domestic blindness. It's a big tub. Where would I have put it? Oh my god. Okay, oh no. I don't have time to edit this either. I'm so sorry. Where would I put it? I had it yesterday. I was using it. Oh, this is just embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Come on, eyeballs. Work for me. Work, eyeballs. This is what happens when you have too much stuff in one space. You know, I've put it somewhere where I was like, oh, this will be out of the way. My cat won't get to it. Well then, okay. I'm going to have to try to edit this thing. Oh my goodness. Come on. Well, I have no idea where I put it. It's a whole tub of gold flakes. Goodness gracious. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do something else. Okay, I found it. Oh my goodness. I hope I can edit this out, but if it's in there, I am so sorry. I apologize wholeheartedly. I put it underneath something. So silly. Okay, this is our gold gilded leafing. Our gold gilded leafing. And that's it there. I am so sorry for that delay. Eek, frustrating. Hope you just went through that. I'll put a little note in there to fast forward when I go to find my gilded leafing. Okay, so we can dump this in here. Now, if you have some glitter, you could put glitter in there too. I really wanted this. Oh my goodness. It's probably my longest time trying to find something. Normally I am prepped. Someone even said, oh, I like that you're always prepped. Sorry. Truly apologize. Okay. This is messy. Messy, messy, messy. So just go with it. Okay, I am just going to put this back on top and hope for the best. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So what we're going to do is keep patting that down. And hey, we're live. Life happens. I am sorry because I don't want to waste your time, but I really wanted to use that gilded leafing. It just adds a really extra super cute touch to the whole effect of this. So you just get a little bit more of the wax, and anywhere that's dry, you're just going to pat that down. And I like to just go around the edge, and this is why it stuck to my paper, because I went around the edge like this, so now it's stuck to the paper. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you move it onto something that's not going to stick, like maybe a silicone mat, or just go through and after it's sat for a while, pick it up and move it onto another sheet that's a little drier. So that is what you do. There's your window sheet. And now I'm going to move all this stuff out the way. And I'm going to put this onto, I'm very carefully trying to lift this up. I'm going to try putting it on some parchment paper and see if that works. I'll check it in a little bit and see if it is sticking or not. Okie dokie, let's just get everything out the way. I have got I have got ink everywhere and gilded leafing. Okay, so that's basically the technique right there, but that doesn't really show you what does this look like. So I did create a couple of samples so you could have a look. Now here's why I tell you to make it a little bigger, because when you go to take this section off, and I'll let this catch up, you're going to have bits like this on the side. You see there's bits like that. So it's easier just to be able to slice a little bit off here, off the sides. Now you can see it better when you put it up against white. Should have brought a white piece of paper over because that would be smart. That's see-through. Ay, ay, ay. Just not with it today. Really want you to see this effect, so this is basically kind of like just what I did just then, and that is the effect it's going to give you. So see what I was talking about, like, and you don't have to put that heavy with the gold flakes. You could just put a little shimmer. You could leave it with no gold flakes, and if you do it with no gold flakes, this one I actually cut down to a card front, then it's going to look more like this. And to me, this is like very Eastery looking, these colors that I've used. You can see there. Okay, so with this being see-through, when you go to adhere it to a card, if you do that and you put glue up here, you're going to be able to see the glue. So we do have brads, so I suggest doing brads in the corner. Now, another way you can do that, like I said before, remember I crumpled the, oh my brain today, seriously, I'm so sorry, the tissue paper. Instead, you can use a paper towel, which is a kitchen paper, a lot thicker, and this is the effect it gives you. And I'm going to bring that up just as soon as my other camera catches up with me. Okay. So you can see you can see the paper towel. I'm going to try to bring that up closer without getting a reflection in there. Do you see that kitchen towel in there? Okay. So that's one way to do it with the paper towel. That's the effect you're going to get if you use a kitchen towel. It's very thick too. This is very, very thick. So I did glue it onto a just a piece of 5.5 by 4 1/4 because I wasn't sure how the glue was going to act. But you couldn't see through it when you use the heavy paper towel, and it feels like a lot of depth to that. So see right there, there's a lot of there's a big crease. That's what I mean by a lot of depth, like here. So that's paper towel, and then this is a card I did that is with the tissue paper. Don't know why I can't remember the word tissue paper today. So this one I had to put the brads in here. These are brads that we actually sell right now. And then because they'd be sticking out, so I just twisted them, physically twisted them, and then cut a piece of tearing tape and stuck it so that these are not going to move. And then I did adhere it to a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card front, and well, a piece of paper, and then I put everything onto the card front. So it's quite a thick, heavy card. It may cost you extra with mailing it, but I maybe should have gone like a little bit bluer and everything. I did these yesterday without having a design in mind, so I came in this morning and just like was throwing stuff on there, and this pattern kind of reminded me of a sea turtle, so I thought it was super cute. But it's something fun. Like, it does take a lot of effort to do. You can actually see a bit of the paper stuck here, but it kind of just adds to the card, so we'll just ignore that. It's a fun technique. It takes, a little bit of time, effort, and energy. It's messy,
but it makes a super unique card for a friend. So I really like this one. I think I might do some more with the more yellow and green, and maybe a little bit more blue, like ocean type of thing, and make up some of these for birthday cards for this year, because it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys give this a try. Again, my humblest apologies for keeping you waiting, but those gold flakes, to me, it just really makes it. I love it. So I really wanted you to see that. And then, like I said, if you've got glitter or something, you don't want anything, you want something fine, you know, that would just pop in there. You don't want anything like beads or anything like that. Trust me, I did try that. I tried it with these small beads that we have. That's a no-go. You definitely don't want that. Just like a little glitter or a little gold leafing or something. So I really hope you try this. Yeah. Let me know if you do. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.